Greetings from my ridiculously messy, disorganized, chaotic looking office, but I've gotten a lot of requests on how I use the VR glasses for basketball photography, and I figured I'd actually make a proper video on what I've set up. Now, I've gotten this entire idea from Zamani Feelings when he posted online that he used it. Someone who loves quirky stuff and things like that, decided to run with it and see what I can do with it. So what I've done is first I picked up a pair of the glasses that aren't anywhere near me. Here they are. Bam, right behind me. Okay, so these are the Viture Pro XR. These are the more expensive ones. There are a light version that is a little bit less expensive and will do exactly the same thing. The glasses themselves are not huge, but slightly bulkier than, say, a regular pair of glasses, as you can see. And then there is a cable that needs to be plugged into them so they can communicate. It's magnetic, so that if you have a problem and you bang it, you know, they might not pull off your glasses, as it did there, but, you know, the cable can come off, you know, certain situations. And it goes to a USB-C plug here at the end. The cord's pretty long. You can do an extension if you want, but the way I have it set up, I don't need to. So I'll take these off, set them aside. What you do need is, to go to the camera, is you need a USB-C to HDMI adapter. Now, I got this one from Picto. I got this on Amazon. I don't remember the price, unfortunately. What it has is a HDMI on one side, USB-C on the other, and it also has a power in. Now, the glasses do require power that the camera, your camera, does not deliver. So, well, the pieces you need are, you need a power bank. Now, I picked this one again from Amazon, very cheap. It's very small. It's a 10,000 milliamp. It'll last multiple games without a problem. I've taken the some Velcro here, and so that I can take it on and off as I need, and it Velcros on just like that without a problem. Okay. Then you also need something to mount it to the camera to make it easier. I picked up this. This is actually considered a power bank adapter or mount from Small Rig. It goes to a cold shoe, so if you have a cage, or you can go right to your cold shoe on your camera. So I take this, I put the power bank in, and it sits very nicely. Okay. Now you need to mount this to your camera, and it sits on top very nicely. Now, my camera has this is a Canon R6, so it has a micro HDMI port on the side. I picked this up again from Amazon. I don't know the brand, 4K, but which really doesn't matter. So it's a micro HDMI to full HDMI plug. Now, this is a smaller plug, which I like, or shorter cable, so I'm able to, it's got a right angle, which I chose specifically. Mounts to the side here, goes up nice and clean. I wrap it around the front, and the cable is out of my way. There. You then need to run your power. So I run the power. This, again, I have this right angle. I think I took this from my one of my drones, but you can buy these again on Amazon for very, very cheap, or anywhere that has good cabling. So I wrap it around again to keep the cable as tight and out of the way as possible. The way I route it, I can't remember how I had it now. Keeps it out of my way, and I don't accidentally bump it or bang into it or unplug it. So, again, it keeps it very nice and compact. As you see around, nothing's really sticking out for you to bang on. You can do whatever you want with your flap there. I actually don't. If I'm going to do this regularly, I end up taking off the flap myself. So, and then you take your glasses, put them on. You plug in your magnetic mount, and this goes right to the top into the plug. So from there, you can just move around, and whatever your camera is seeing, if I had a lens attached, would be what you see in your glasses. The glasses have two modes, a dark mode and a transparent mode. So transparent mode is you can see much of the world around you. You're not completely blacked out, whereas there's a blackout mode that makes it much darker, which is good for watching movies or playing video games, which a lot of people use these for, is video games. So, but this allows you to get down on the floor or low angle or high angle without having to bend over. My biggest issue was looking at the screen, sitting on the floor, looking down at the screen and doing this and trying to track. And I had zero success with that. Like, not zero, but very little success. Now I don't have to move at all. I have the camera wherever I want, and all I'm doing is looking forward, and I have a better option or opportunity to aim correctly and keep my subject in focus. I have a much higher keep rate as far as in focus shots. Also allows for a few different angles. So far I've only used it for basketball, but it could work for wrestling. It could work for just about anything that you want a low or high angle shot that is what you need. So again, very compact, very small. I'm sure I could get a smaller power pack and make it even smaller. But as of right now, this is about as compact and out of the way as I've been able to make this setup, and it works fantastic. And I had no issues at basketball yesterday at Long Beach State. You do look a little goofy, but do what you got to do to get the shot. So I hope that helps. If you have any other questions, just let me know.